I'd like to say welcome and to this second maiden edition of our fun time. That's winter fun time, and on this program we're gonna have. It's all about fun. We play you some funny videos, and we probably share some funny jokes, and it's just to pass the evening. And so, from my end, I'd like to say welcome and good evening. If you live from where I am, far away from where I am, then just consider your time. Probably it's good afternoon to you or good morning to you. Of course, if you are in Asia, I will let you say good morning. It'll be like 4 o'clock somewhere in Asia, Southeast Asia, and if you live in the US, then it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you live in Liberia, then of course it's like 9 o'clock. And so I let us say welcome to you, and let's do an official welcome to you from my friend. I got a new friend on the show. He's called Teddy, and Teddy is going to welcome you officially to the show. Teddy, hit on. Oh, what a great Teddy! Oh, 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 oh.
Hello, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the fun time on our platform. More to come. Sit back and enjoy. Stay with us. Thank you for tuning in.
And so you see, like I told you, it's all about fun, and our man Teddy just welcome us, and I think he's going to be a regular guest on the show to welcome uh, our people. So it's all about sharing fun. So if you just joining us, we'd like to say welcome and share the video. You can also follow us on uh, my official page, Facebook page. That is, I can just pin it up here for you for a second. You can follow us on Facebook at Afro Viking. And so, um, like I said, we're going to be having some fun here. So, Mr. Teddy just welcome us. And if you missed that, welcome back, Teddy. We'll do it one more time. We'll call our man Teddy again, just one more time. And Teddy will welcome those of you that are just joining. Teddy, are you there? Ah, that's a giant Teddy, man.
Hello, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the fun time on our platform. More to come. Sit back and enjoy. Stay with us. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay, that was our official welcome from our friend Teddy. This program, if you have any fun content, something that is funny, something that will make people relax after hard day's work, you just send it to me. And like I said, you can follow us, or let me just pin it up there for you. You can follow us on Facebook at Afro Viking. That is my official Facebook page. And you can also follow us on YouTube. But let's start the evening this way. We like to officially welcome you and say stay tuned with us. Share the video to your friends, and if you have anything that you think will be of interest to us, just let us know, and we can take that and share it with our viewers. But tonight, let me just tell you some of the things that we're going to be having tonight. Uh, Tonight we're going to have one of our co-hosts. I got two. Adian was here last night, and he's off duty tonight, so we're going to have Joe with us. And Joe, Joe is a special boy. Every time Joe and I go to out of the supermarket or somewhere out, Joe is always a good boy. Joe will do something. He will out of be laughing with all of the people he will meet, and the people love him so much. And so, uh, 2 days ago, Joe and I went to the store, to the mall, and guess what? Right in front of the mall, they had this light. They had the big Santa picture on the wall, or also on right at the entrance. They have this mall, at the entrance of the mall, they had this light, and this the big Santa up there. They had a picture. They made it with the light, so it's right at the entrance. And when Joe stood there, he saw a big giant uh, photo of the Teddy. He couldn't believe it. And guess what? Joe is just 2 years old, so he's very curious. And then Joe saw the light with the same Santa picture, or in the shape of light. And Joe wanted to take this light home, this Santa home. And remember, we are in the winter, so and it's cold. I'm trying to get the things that we went to get and rush home, but Joe wouldn't go. Joe, let me just put it the Liberian way. Joe be there that he will get that Santa, that light. And my friend, it wasn't easy. So, let me just see how Joe was trying to get this light. That's the Santa picture right there with the light, the blue and the red there. And Joe will not go home until he get this light. And we made several attempts. Then finally Joe said he was going. He got mad. I think for some reason, he was like, probably he didn't get cooperation from me. I was not cooperating. And so Joe walked away. But one more time, I'll take Joe there and let me see what he will do again. Let me show you what he wants to do. And Joe was all there talking, you know, conversing with this Santa picture. He was like, I don't know, probably we want to go with me home or what. So, and I was like, Joe, let's go, but Joe will not go. And Joe really wanted to take this thing home. So just listen for the last time, and you hear Joe talking. But 2 years old, I can't understand anything he says. Okay, but he was actually conversing with this light, this Santa picture, and he probably want to take it home or something. So we take it for the last time and hear what Joe will say. And so, folks, there you have it. Finally, out of frustration or something, Joe saw that I was not cooperating. So he probably decided to just walk away. And that's how let me say I was lucky not to wait in a queue for a very long time. And then we got in the car and came home. And so, things can happen in the winter. This morning, I was going to work, and I don't live far from my workplace though. And while going, but I have to climb the hill. And it was minus, I think minus 14 this morning. But it's been very cold the past 2 days, and since we had minus 19 2 days ago, minus 17 yesterday, and today minus 14. So the temperature was rising a little bit, so the ice started to not melting, but it became damp, not very chilly, so it becomes cold. And I saw this. I don't know whether it was man or woman, but because in the winter you have to even know find woman here or farming because everybody drove with that Bugu man thing, all they had and whatever. So I saw this person struggling, man. The guys, and let me just say, man, the guys, he slid over the ice and he fell down. Then he stood up here looking around to see some. Oh, it was early in the morning though, and the guy stood up here looking around to see if somebody saw him. But I was driving, so I kind of like just drove, past him, not for him to notice me. And I made a mistake. I should have stopped pretending to actually help this guy to take a video of his falling, but it just slipped my mind. So I missed that one for you today on a winter fun time. But I can promise you more to come. We just entering the winter and we still got up to December, January, February, and then March. So it's a lot to happen in the winter. So the winter fun time will be full of surprises and fun. But let me just play you one video, or I'll play you actually two videos. My co-host Joef is still with me. He's not Joe, he is Joef. Joef. That's a strange name, Joef. So then, um, Joef will be appearing again, doing something very special for us. I told you, my boy Joef is a special boy. Every time we go to the supermarket, and he wins the admiration of the people. We go to the mall, the people, because he captures their attention very quickly, doing something. And so he's going to do something for you, something special. But I have to relate what he will do. I have to relate it with something again from another Liberian. We Liberian people, we are very interesting. Uh, there is this program, I guess, for those of you who live in the US, you may have at one point seen this program live or probably on YouTube or somewhere on the social media. And not only if you live in the US, but those of you who surf a lot, those of you who, are very curious and you're always on the internet trying to find some good information. They have this program, it's called Caught in Providence. It's kind of how do I describe that? It's a court a court that is set up where people go to judge cases, and it's we have several of them, several different ones, but this one is called Court in Providence, and I'm always like I want to see the actual action. When this court is in session, I want to really really see it, but every time I go to the US, like I got a lot of things on my mind. I got a lot of places to go. I got a lot of things to do. Maybe in 2 weeks' time, I have to return. So sometimes I forget some of these things. But it's always been my plan. Two things I want to see. One is this quote, this kind of quote. I don't know how to describe it. Where people just go and the judge will ask you. I've been to the court one time in the US though, in Houston, but it wasn't my case, and my aunt had something about driving, some traffic law, traffic violation, and she had these several cases. So she had, I think, like 3 or 4 different ones on different occasions. And when I got to the US, like one day, and the third day, she had to appear in a court for this, and that was the first time I went to any court. And she was like, "Linford, you have to go with me and drive me." I said, "Okay," because she was afraid to drive again. She's always breaking the law. So I drove, we went, and my very first experience of a court in the US. And then I still remember this Spanish woman who was the judge. Oh man, very big woman. The neck can hardly move, and she's so big, man. And then she got that that little glasses where she put way down here. She's looking over her glasses, and she can look at you straight in your face. And when we got to the court, it was like we met several people in the court, and they will come like, I really love the system where they're not wasting anybody's time. You can jump around, yeah, you did this, yeah, okay, you are fine. So when can you pay? I'll pay tomorrow. Finish, go. I thought that they our librarian report it code there where they will go call winners from where or being a code they go call the winners from where oro the winners will take boss and when you can organize it. But the people code thing like short thing. So it's always been my dream to see some of these code that we see on the internet where they go and judge the cases very short. I wanted to see. Then my aunt said, let's go to the court. So we went to the court. Actually, she intended that I would talk for her. But this case, I know anything about it. She had, I think, 3 or 4 cases different. Traffic light violation. She hit somebody or somebody hit her and she parked to the wrong place. Different kind of cases she had. So, but this particular one has to do with traffic light violation. She bulldozed the red light. So when I went there, in fact, I saw the car. I said, but what happened with the car? She said, my car. I said, but what happened? She said, the people can be hitting me. I said, but Auntie, how the people just be seeing you in the traffic and they hit you? Something happened, but she want to tell me the straight up. She said, the people then they can't drive good. I go in and I hammer then they just can't drive me, they just can't hit my car. I say, you see the front of the car, it mashed, the pipe mashed everywhere. So we got to the court. And when we got to the court, we met the other session on, I think 3 people ahead of us. After their case or their cases were finished, then they took a break. And then we were waiting for the judge to come back. So we waited like 10 minutes at most. And then the court resumed. And then my aunt was number 3. They got through with the first 2 people. Then they called my aunt. I wouldn't call her name here. No. And when they called my aunt, then God was sitting on the same bench, way to the back. Then she said, but lean for Kele Guna. She said in our dialect, she said, lean for Kele Guna. So I said, but anything I go, I will say. She said, you're going to ask the question, then you know what to say. I said, but and there's a mistake we made. We didn't plan this thing from home. She didn't coach me. We were in a court already. Then she want to coach me. Like we normally say in Liberia, you want to make your pig fat on the market day. So when we got to the court, I mean, when her turn reached, then I went. So I got in front of this Spanish woman, and she looked at me because she know that woman need. Then when she called, then I got her involved. Then she said, "Young man, excuse me, when did you become so? The name of my aunt." I said, "Your Honor, she's my aunt, and I just came to represent her." She said, "Okay." So you were with her when the accident occurred? I said, "No, man." She said, "Okay." And she looking straight at me, all her small, you know, glasses. She said, "I give you 10 seconds. If you don't go to your seat, I will charge you with contempt of court." So I walk, I walk back quick. I come from where Europe there, then I go America, I go contempt court. I say, where? My hand is. So I walk to my aunt. I said, well, auntie, ain't here much. She said, if I stay there, she will find me. She said, but what would do? I said, just go there. I said, hey, you know what you did? She said, yeah. I said, just go there. So she went. Oh, then the judge asked, I mean, this lady is fearful, big, and then she can look straight in your face. I mean, she can pop in your eye. Are you the one with this name? Yes. Very good. You have a car? Yes. Do you drive? Yes. Have you been in accident? Yes. Tell me a little more about your accident and then explain some of what happened. See, but this particular case, it has to do with passing through the red light why you were supposed to stop. Did you do it? She said, yeah, but when I reached there, the level not red. So I get past, then the level red again. The woman laughed. She said, okay. So it means that you pass, right? She said, yeah. Yeah, because she knows that my aunt is not that educated. In fact, she's not educated, but I know she speaks a little Liberian broken English. So the judge knew actually that this is somebody who had just come to America, and then she didn't know all of all the little rules and do's and don'ts. So she's okay, but let me make it easy for you. You reach to the light, you saw the light, right? And they say, yeah. Then you pass, right? Yeah. But how was the color? She said, they were not having color. Oh, So they just, so you want to tell me when they let saw you, then they let it just have no color. And they say maybe they have color, but I don't know about past. Then they turn red again. The judge say, okay, I'll help you. But I will tell you, let me explain it to you good. The judge talking now. She said, let me explain it to you good. You actually book the red light. And that's a crime because when the light changes, when it becomes red or it will be green, then it will turn yellow. Just for a second, then it will turn red. So when it turns yellow, it means you stop. And then it will turn red and you will wait until it becomes green again. Because the reason is when it turns red, all the other cars on the other side will be passing, so you have to stop for them. The same way when it becomes green for you, the other people will have to stop. So my aunt actually understood what the lady said. And then they said, okay, you pay $250. Or how much can you pay? You want to pay now or how much you can pay? Then she said, well, let me call my nephew, let me ask him. I was in trouble because I know anything about the kids. Then my aunt called me again. So I went. I went to her, then she blew whisper in my ear. She told secret in my ear. She said, so they said I'll pay $250. She actually had the money right away. She had about 500, I think. She said, I will pay that or what I want to do. I said, but auntie, you know what happened the money? You can pay small. So tell them you pay some and the other one you pay later again. So she said, she got me put me in trouble now. She said, my nephew said I will pay the money small. So I will be paying $25 every month. The mom said, okay, yeah, it's okay. Then she said, but tell your nephew not to be talking for you in a court because if you do something, you are responsible for your action. Nobody responsible for you. So tell your nephew. She said, yeah, okay, I'll tell him you're not talking again. So so like I said, it's always been my dream to see some of these cases. They got several of them that come on TV, people watching America, and also most of the time funny cases like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, children taking mothers to court, mother taking children, funny thing. So we have one about a Liberian lady. Her name is the name on this video is Sophie. I don't know whether that name is right, her real name, but Facebook, because I'm going both on Facebook and YouTube. So Facebook and YouTube have got absolutely no right to play this video. But the reason I'll play this video because I know this is somebody's creation and the program that this video was cued from is called Cut in Providence. So Cut in Providence, the producer or the person that has the patent and whatever, I have no copyright to it. I have no right to play it. But because, first and foremost, this lady is from my country, I believe. She's from my country. And because I love your show, that's why I'm going to play this video. So please, I have no copyright. This is a disclaimer. I have no copyright to this video. I have no right whatsoever to play this video. But I'm playing it because this lady is from my country, and I want to tie it in with my fun time, my winter fun time program, and I'll also be doing another dance that I will relate. I'll be doing a dance by my son that I will relate to this video. So I'm just doing it for the sake of the fun, you know, and because I love your program. So that's my disclaimer. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you get joining us, this is fun time, winter fun time. We're going to be running this program throughout the winter, and we don't have specific time frame yet or time slot yet, but we come on every evening at my time, every evening whenever I have time, when I've gone through my other stuff. So just to keep myself happy and keep the evening going. So, like I said, I'll play this video, and this video is from the program called Caught in Providence. It's a quote, uh, some quote program. Now, but you can follow us on YouTube, and you can also follow us on Facebook at Afro Viking. So, if you just join us, I would let us say welcome. Now, time to watch this video. And all Liberians, I know you enjoy this video because you know that's our Liberian lady, our Liberian woman. No, this program is my target group is Liberians. So I'll be speaking our Liberian colloquial most of the time. I'll be speaking the way we talk in Liberia so that our people can understand. You know, we Liberians we are very special people. Everywhere we go, is one thing about us Liberians. There's one thing that we all know very well, and I think we love it. Oh yes, we love it. Oh yes, we love it. I tell you that because I've had experience uh, at so many different times or meeting Liberians in different places, and when I meet them or when I meet black people, especially like in Europe, my part of Europe, there wasn't a lot of black people, not too many black people those days. So whenever we met black person, instead of going to the guy to ask him what's your name or whatever, or where you come from or whatever, we just walk close to you. We'll be walking around you until when you talk. The moment you say one word, we'll know that you're from Liberia or you're from Ghana or you're from somewhere else. And I also had another experience in Asia, two places in Asia, one in Thailand and second one in Philippines. I'm talking about the Liberian accent. Our Liberian accent is very unique, very unique. And the first one in Thailand was I went to Thailand in 2007. That was a hell of a long time ago. And by the way, this is a fun time, so we just sharing fun and experience about it. So, and before I traveled to Thailand, I heard a lot about Asia. Oh, they will rob you. If you get coaching, they will take it. If you do this, so I was so afraid. But I had this workmate who said, since you're looking for a place to go for holiday, I can recommend my place, my country to you. She's from Thailand. You can go and you enjoy. You have enough food because the money. If you stay here and use your money here, you will not see the value for your holiday. You know, you use your money and then you just almost do nothing and then you will not enjoy your money. But if you go there, even if you have $10, you will enjoy. You will know how you spent your money. So I said, okay, yeah, why not? Because I always used to go to the US and I was tired of going to the US, so I decided to go to Thailand. And so when I left, before I left to go, I sent money to myself because people have said that if you travel, people probably somebody will rob you and stuff. So I said, okay, I'll send money to Western Union. Then when I go, I'll claim it. So that's how I sent the money to Western Union. And then when I went, I was in a town for like in the city in Bangkok for like 2 days, and I decided to go to Western Union. I mean, I've spent 2 days already in a hotel. You know, I saw that yeah, there is danger, but it's not the danger is not so imminent. It's not directed at me in a specific way, though. So I decided, well, let me just go and see uh, if I can, you know, get the money from the Western Union. So I went to Western Union. I stood on the line. It was a long line. So it were all Thai people. There's some Americans. I know American, but white people. And then I saw this young couple. I don't know whether they were a couple or whatever, but I saw this young girl and this young boy. I mean, when I mean young, yeah, they were in their 20s and 30s probably. But they were like three people between us and me and then three people between us. So they were like one, two, three. I was the fourth person. And there were black people, so they were standing. And then the line was so slow, man. And people were running out of patience. I've been there for almost 30 minutes and the line slow. I want to collect the money fast so I can go eat. You know, I saw one restaurant I really want to go to. So I'm waiting to collect my money and go. And then I could see the impatience on the faces of and these two black people. And so it was a girl who talked first. Because everybody standing, we're not talking. And of course, they turned around and saw me that I was one black guy. And then the girl said, how they people slow like this? So I said, yo, they people very slow. So the guy and the girl turned and said, but brother, you Liberian? I said, yo, I said, I mean, I've been looking at a long time, but anything, I don't know where you're Liberian to. So, you know, that how we begin united. We were like brothers and sisters. We started asking, you know, talking. So this thing about us Liberians, you know, Now you see, we in Corona time, so you got to observe the sanitation rule. You got to always spray your hand, whatever. Even though I'm in my house, but I think I will spray my hand. So that was it. And then the second time I met another Liberian somewhere. That was in Philippines. And every time I used to go, I stay in one particular hotel. I love this hotel. One is very close to the airport and it's on the main road. It's centralized. So very, very central. So I always stay at this hotel. And then I have been in this hotel for like 3 days. I didn't see any black men. So in a day, I'll go out, like, because it's so hot. I mean, this one hot country. So I don't go in the mall. Instead of sleeping all the time, I'll go in the mall, and then there you have air conditioner. You can eat. You can walk around, and then the time goes. So I have gone out, and I came back home at the hotel. Then the moment I came walking straight to the reception, then I saw this black guy walking. He had just left the reception, but he was like leaving message to with the receptionist because he was expecting, I think, a girl, somebody like that. And then he said, "This guy is Pastor guy." They got my uncle and Pastor people, my uncle. The guy said, when I get can just tell us say I say, hey, I'm fine. I say, hey, you LRP man. He turned around and said, but look at when I'm a man, where you coming from? I said, well, I tell him we knew each other. I mean, in the people country, we started hawking and we started speaking like Bro Kolokwa. And all the Filipino people in the place, they were like, what? They were like, wow. Eh? You know each other. I said, yeah, but this man's my brother. Then the guy said, but man, where your room? I said, my room on the second floor. He said, but on the first floor. He said, but my room small. I said, but my man, but move to my room. He said, okay. The how the man, he collected money. He collected half of the money that he had paid for the hotel already. And then he moved to my room. See? And we started lecturing. Actually, the guy lives in the US. He had just gone to have holiday too. So you see, the thing about us Liberians, our accent. That's a common identity that we have. Whether you went to school, you are educated or not, our Liberian accent. You can see our Liberian PhD holder. He still got a Liberian accent. Liberian can live in America for years. They will speak their little series, but when they want to come back, they come to our Liberian accent. And this is something that we need to teach our children our children that we are having abroad. This is winter fun time. This is no serious politics. We're not doing no politics here. We're just doing our little fun. So those of us having our children abroad, we should teach them this our Liberian English. Let me tell you, Liberian English is very important because this is the common identity that we have. Our color is not common because we got black people from everywhere. But our Liberian accent is very coming from Africa doesn't make you you know identical. What makes us identical and that we can easily recognize each other by is our accent. Okay, and we need to teach our children. Back to the US again. I'll play this video about a Liberian woman, but I'm laying a long premise. I've given you already two examples how I met a Liberian couple in Thailand, and just by talking, I got to know that they were Liberians. Okay, and then the other Liberian guy I met in the Philippines again at a hotel. And we and something about us Liberians. The moment we meet each other outside, when you see somebody outside, whether a person will graduate from San Jose, I mean, we become brothers right away or sisters right away. We they still tie us together. So I remember I was in the US I think 2007 or 6 in Houston specifically. My cousin said, but we gotta go to one party today. I said, where? He said, oh, not too far. We're just going to Glendale Park. I said, okay, yeah, we can go. So we went, and actually, it was like a repass. This Oma, her sister died in Liberia, and she was in America. So since she didn't go, she decided to do something little, and they call all the Liberian people. And in particular, Glendale Park is full of foreigners, people from all over the world. They live there as the refugee area in Houston. So when my cousin said we're going to this this program, I didn't know that it was even a Liberian program, but we went there. When the program had already started, sorry, we're in the winter, so the cold is nice. So the program has started. So when we park our car, agent, go on the other side or come here, come in the show, move from the window. So we got to the program and we parked the car. Then we got and we walk. We went inside. But the apartment was so small, and then they have almost 30, 25, 30 people there. People were eating and drinking, but when we entered, it was hot. It was too hot. Knowing who I am, coming from this cold place, and then going to the Houston that is very hot like something. So I always like to be in a cooler area. So when we entered, I just couldn't make it, man. We were inside for like 10 minutes. That's why I said, man, I gotta go outside small to catch air. And when I came, I met all the small children, boys and girls, ranging from age 3, age 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up. I think the oldest person in that group might be around 9 years. And the children were jumping all on top of the cars, not only on top of our car, they were jumping all on top of the other cars, So then I said, hey, our friend, the American people, because they were mixed, black children and Spanish children and some white children. So I was afraid to tell them to move. So I went to my cousin. I said, hey, man, the children was pulling the car. The children jumping all on top of the car, walking on the windshield. He said, who children? I said, the people American children. He said, well, I'll go there. When he came, he knew all of them. He said, hey, and first when I told the children, I said, you leave a car. They started speaking series. The American, the children. I said, let me lead the American people children. Yeah. So when my cousin came, he said, you're careful the car, man. Huh? They said, oh no, Papa, we just playing. I said, you come here. And now you were speaking American. He said, but Papa, we can speak the American English and we can speak small Liberian English too. I said, oh, so you're fooling me, eh? So you see, the point I'm trying to make is that no matter where you born your children, we Liberians, we scatter all over the world. And got Liberians in China, Japan, Korea, anywhere, all of Asia, then all of Europe, Germany, everywhere, all of Europe here, then America, anywhere in the world, you get Liberians. So all the children that were born in, one thing we should teach them, small, even how to say hello in Liberian English. This is the identity we got. This is you see my boy here. Yeah? I can always I can speak funny thing to him. I speak some small Liberian English to him every day. I say, hey, Kaya, go, can't go say that, go poo poo, go pee pee. You know all I want there, and he will not forget it. Okay, wait. Let me just put his tablet on that thing. He wants to do something. No, you put the wrong one. Let me put the right one. Okay, go on, sir. So my man can understand. When I say sit down, I say stand up, go sit down, go take bath. That your shower thing. I say go take bath, drink water, cannot eat right. You know all I want there. I can polish it if I want to speak, and they that language here. Because when they learn it now, for them to even speak English, it's difficult for them. Most of the children they born here, Liberian people born here, they can understand the Liberian English clearly. But for them to speak it hard, so sometimes when we meet them, we can force them to speak it. I say, hey, my man, okay, what's your name? Tell me your name. My name is, as you see there, the language spotted. My name is. Imagine the people, the country, the people, the accent they got, they can trace your name. If your name is James, they will not say James, they say James. If your name is Peter, Peter. The stupid way, So the children we got to teach them our Liberian English, because if we no, these ain't putting the wrong one. Wait, hold on. So if we don't do it, they will be lost. So let's save them. Let's let them know where they come from. Fun time. The program is fun time. Don't take it seriously. This is nothing big. No politics here, nothing. We are sharing fun. So my advice is that we should teach our children how to speak our Liberian English, because this is the biggest identity. Imagine your children from Germany, then somebody children from Australia, Aussie. Anyway, I love that English. I love that English so much. When the Australians are speaking, I always listen to them. So then you got somebody from one Liberian guy from way maybe Thailand or by the way, I met some Liberian guy who are married in Thailand. I met in Philippines, he played there in fact, right in the city. Okay. Then so you got all these people. And when they come, the day they meet, yeah, they will know that yeah, so one black boy. But you know where they may come from. So the moment if your children can speak Liberian English, if they start talking, they say, "Oh, but my man, you sound they play my father or my mother come from. Where your mother and father come from? They come from Liberia. Oh, but yeah, my son, my father comes from Liberia or my mother comes from Liberia. You see it? So this is our identity, and it's I respect the Arab people in one thing. The Arab people they will teach their children Arabic, their language. They will teach them it. Or let me tell you, not only Arab people, the Pakistani that I know here, all their children speak Pakistani before they speak Norwegian. Then probably they learn English. All the Arab people I know them. All the Somali people here, they teach their children that language. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Not because you live in America, so your children should speak American English and they are American. Teach your children the language that you know. That English, I mean, our language, I mean, our official language is English too. Okay, so but our English is quite different. Okay, now when I was going to school in England, in Southampton, I had Nigerian boys, we had Jamaicans, and so we're always very proud. We're always very proud of ourselves, you know, because when the Jamaican boys talk, we know. When the Nigerian boys talk, we know. So we knew each other. And my university was it's predominantly black. I want to believe that my university is predominantly black. Southampton Solent University. Well, yeah, we are predominantly black. So, yeah, out of that black population, I think the Jamaicans carry a lot because there's a lot of Jamaicans in the UK though. And then next group will be Nigerians or Ghanaians because of course they are British colonies. We imagine in that university I spent 4 years. I was the only librarian that I know of. The rest were Nigerians and Ghanaians. So and the Jamaicans. And so we had our West African Students Association, and I was the chairman, the advisor for that group. Okay. And so every time we went in meeting when I talk, everybody by the time I talk in Nigerian boys say, this Oga from Liberia now. So you see, this Indian, you gotta go sleep now. You gotta go sleep. Look at the time. You gotta go sleep. You're not on the show tonight. Go sleep. Take a car, go put the car down, let the car sleep too. The car time. So you see, we got to teach our children how to speak our language, our Liberian English. This is our identity because in Liberia, if you smart, you can speak up to 2, 3 dialects. Like me, I mean, I understand a little bit of Bassa. I speak better. I speak Mano. I understand Gyo. So that's 4 right there. That I mean, I'm fluent in Bassa. I don't speak it fluently, but I know it because I got Bassa background too from my mother's side. Okay, and then uh, so I understand 4 Liberian dialects very well. Speak 2 as my tongue. Okay, and then I understand a little bit of vibe because I lived in a vibe people house for years. Okay, then Loma, yes, my uncle was married to Loma woman, so I know all that little Loma where I remember my uncle's wife, mom, when she used to come from Pommy here and come, she would say, Kawala, ili magi disu, I poponyagi ya. So I said, no, all I wanted, the woman, me and the woman is so tower. When the woman come, by the time the woman come in time, when they come from Pommy is when they come, I know. I come and go to the market now. I'll get my little cord. The woman just give me money, so that she give me $5. Then she said, "I'm a bitter ball, and kitty, and come and go to work." And the woman can order me. I'm just buy enough. I bring it. Then the woman can order so that no doses may get 25 and you can go to the show. Crown Head downstairs or Rasi downstairs every Saturday. So I'll make sure I have my customer there. I'll go in the market right there. But then at least when they my kind time, as long as they my time, I'll be holding. So we got to teach our children how to speak or Liberian English because some people will say they don't want to teach the children their language. And me too, I mean their dialect. Me too, that one I'm guilty of because to teach my children now it will be difficult. But English, that's everyday language. You see, of course, I got to teach my children how to say come or go, impele, sit down, eat. I got to teach them that one. They will know it. They will know how to say it. They may not even know maybe what it means, but they will know how to say it. But the Liberian English is very important. That's our identity. I've given you two good examples. Way in Asia, way in Thailand, I met Liberians, two, a boy and a girl who stand on the Western Union land. I know we are black people, but I know where we come from. Until when the girl said, "Hey man, how they do?" I said, "Hey man, my Tana." They said, "Oh, but brother, you Liberian?" I said, "You see it." So that how we can identify each other. So the children that were born in also all over the place because Liberians are all over the place. We got to teach them our language. So after laying this long premise, yeah, oh, your mother, okay, no man, go inside, go to mama, go sleep, time to sleep now. All the car and sleeping, go now, don't touch your car again. So all the long premise I lay, I'm going to play a video, and the video I'm playing is about our Liberian sister, and she actually appeared on a I don't know whether this quote is real, but those of you living in the US, you can attest to that whether it's real or it's just some play thing. But actually, she appeared on this program called Caught in Providence. And the name they use in this video is Sophie. So I don't know whether that's her real name, but earlier on, I said uh, I have no copyright to this video. I have no right at all to play this video because it's somebody else's creation. But the reason I'm going to play this video is that I also it's good that our Liberian sister appear in it, and then I also love this program, this Caught in Providence. That's one of the programs I watch on the internet all the time. Just the fun of it. And then I have another video or dance by my son that I will relate to this video. So that's the reason why I'm playing this video, but I've got absolutely no right to do it. And it's somebody's creation. So Facebook and YouTube do not block me. And the producers of this video, uh, I'm using your video only because of the love that I have for your program and because it has to do with somebody from my country. And how do I know that this lady is from my country? The accent. And this is why I'm telling you this long story about my experience meeting Liberians outside and the importance of teaching our Liberian children our Liberian English. And this program is a Liberian program, so I'll be going colloquial, 100% colloquial all the time. Okay, so let's go to this video. Now, the title of this video on the internet is called Dancing Out of Trouble or Dancing Your Way Out of Trouble. And I'll just give you a little overview of what happened in this video before I can play it. This lady who I strongly 100% believe is a Liberian. I think she's been living in the US for some time and she got children. And according to the case, her children were playing loud music and dancing, and the neighbors didn't like it and they advised them, I think, once or twice or thrice. And then they continued, and so they called the police, and then the case went to the court. And so she was supposed to go to the court to represent the children. And so uh, here is the judge and Sophie.
Sophia Bento. Good morning, Sophia.
Good morning.
Sophia, you are charged with, let's see, 8:30 at night at your home having loud music. You were warned 3 times to turn the music down, and you failed to comply all 3 times.
That's not true. It's not 3 times.
Well, what is your story? You only were warned twice?
My story, he only came there one time. So I told my daughter to lower the music
How
down.
old is your daughter?
18.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they lower the music down when I get back inside.
What were they doing? Were they dancing?
Yeah, they dancing because that's the
All this
coca.
stuff is different.
Yeah, that's the coca. So when
How many
he,
were there? How many kids?
huh?
How many people were dancing?
My daughter, I think it was 10 people that day.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's 10 people because they not go over with 50 people. This was 10 people when the officer was right that
This is
day.
Melvin.
When he came that day, I said, oh, I gotta tell my daughter to lower the music down.
I have an expert on dancing.
Uh-huh.
He's an expert on dancing.
I'm only a salsa dancer though, man.
Now, wait a minute. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. So, were you there when they were dancing?
Huh?
Were you there? Were you home?
Yeah. I
Were there just girls or guys and girls? Boys and girls or just girls?
boys and girls.
And they were dancing.
Yeah, they were
Let me see
dancing.
the dance they were doing.
They play African
Let me
music.
see. Can you do the dance?
Oh, yeah.
It's so
Show me the
it's
dance.
different, but I like it. I like it.
Hey!
It's like
That's what I dance. So when he come down
Hold
there,
on. Inspector Quinn, do you have your charge book with you? We got 2 offenses here. She's ready again. She's ready again. Show her.
I like.
Ms. Melvin, seriously, are you familiar with the African dances?
I think I did one type of African dance, but not Bobby from
Yeah.
Africa.
This
But
gentleman
no.
is the clerk of the court. He's in charge of the entire clerk staff, you know, so he's a big shot down here, you know, so you can now say you dance with the big shot in the court. Okay.
We're still trying to get him his own dance studio, though.
There you go.
Everyone's getting space out there. They want to lease them.
okay.
Sophia, I have 2 choices, right? I can say to you, listen, you have to come back to court and have a trial, and I can have the police officer who indicated that, who wrote the summons, I can have him come in and testify
Okay.
right, about what was happening. I can do that. Or I can say, we can get rid of it today, and you can pay a fine. So, what do you want to do?
How many fine? Because that's the money I don't get. That's why I come to court. Because I don't have $500 to pay.
I know the fine is $500. I'm not going to fine you $500. How much can you afford?
I can pay the court fee. How much for the? I can pay the court fee because I don't have money to pay.
All right, Sophia, do you work?
I'm just get my job because during the pandemic nobody work. I don't work. I'm just get a job a few days.
Because of the pandemic, you're not working.
No,
How many children do you have?
I have 7.
7? 7 children. They live with you.
Yeah.
I try to do what's right. I try to do what's right by the city, and I try to do what's right by the individual that appears before me. You have all these children. I'm going to impose a fine of $50. And I received an anonymous donation from Attleboro, Massachusetts. And so I'm going to use that donation to pay for the $50 fine. So you won't have to pay for the fine, okay?
Okay.
Oh, that's okay with you? I'm trying to help you. I know you're kind of nervous, right? Now listen, you can't come back again in a couple of weeks and say, well, the kids are there. Keep the music down or turn it off, okay? You have neighbors, you have other people who live in the area. Some of them may be sick, some of them can't stand noise. There may be babies that are sleeping. You can't have loud music, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Don't say anything else.
Okay.
If you keep talking, you're going to let me change my mind, okay?
Okay.
Do you get my message?
Yeah, I get
Okay,
it.
good. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
It's Melvin, you're doing good.
Okay. Like I said before, this is the program. Actually, this is a program that is on television in the U.S. And for those of the people that live in the U.S., you may or might have watched once or twice or many times this program, so you know it better than me. But this one of the programs that I do follow, and I was lucky to meet this librarian. No doubt, this I can put my neck on a chopping board that this lady is from Liberia, Sophia Banto, because Banto, the Gilbo needs use that Bantu name, and I think current people use that Bantu name because I remember I used to be a classroom teacher a long time ago, and I had one student from Grand Chita County. He was in the AFL by that time. That's 1983 or so, and he was called Bantu. I will not call his full name, but the last name is Bantu. So I know, and then of course we had a famous BBC correspondent before in Liberia by the last name of Bantu, also who hails from Nima County. So I know this is a Liberian name, Bantu. And the accent from this, our sister, I'm 100% convinced that she's from Liberia. And so, but you see the Liberian identity right there. When I saw this video, I knew straight that this is our Liberian sister. And I was encouraged, and I really loved it. And guess what? The title of this video is Dancing Out of Trouble. And the thing that convinced the judge when he asked the lady to dance, our sister, and she did the dance. So you see, so she danced her way out of trouble. And so, like I said, I had a video. I have my own video that I shot of my son always dancing. Sometimes when he does something, he will get out and start to do this dance. And to be fair, I hate this dance. I don't like it. But the little boy will do it in the night, in the day, every time he does it. And so I just wanted to say, uh, it's good to sometimes dance your way out of trouble. So our sister Sophie managed to dance her way out of $500 trouble, and she didn't even pay anything because the judge said somebody made some anonymous donor sent some money, so you're going to use that money to pay the $50 fine that they found her. But here is where I want to tie in the name of this video, Dancing Out of Trouble, and that of my own video that I shot. So uh once again, let me say Facebook and YouTube, I have no right to play that video, but because of the connection between that video and me, that is my Liberian sister in that video. And then also I have a video of my own that I want to tie in with that. Like I said, every time my son, when he goes around just holding things and knocking it everywhere, like he will take this spray can and knock it somewhere, and then when when I take him when I take it from him, then he will start doing that thing. And the dance is very special. I'll play it once or twice so you can see. Okay, here we go. Can you imagine? You saw all the things scattered around him. He would take this thing and knock it down, take this one, knock it down. Then when you take him from there, then he start doing that dance. So he would dance cleverly and make you to forget what he has done, and he will continue to do it. Dancing like that, spinning around. I think there's I think Afghanistan or one of the countries in that block, they do that dance where they wear something like a big gun and they spin around. I've seen that dance by the chest, but I want to believe it's Afghanistan. Okay. And so I don't know where this little boy learned this dance from. So like until Sophie did, she danced her way out of trouble. This little boy will always dance his way out of problem. Every time he does something, like scatter things, and you move him from there, put him that, you know that he had done something, then you start doing this dance. And so, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. This is just a new platform that we're trying to set up, and we'll have so many different programs on it. In the front time is just one section or one segment of the programs that we'll be doing here. And like I'm not that much. I'm not comedian anyway, so I don't know how to make people laugh. But I'll be finding some contents that people will do for me, or if you have any something a funny video or something that is of humor interest, you can send it. And probably in the future we might have like some the people who can make people laugh. We got people like that. I got a workmate. Eric, she's an elderly woman, but everything the woman say will make people laugh. I mean, she just look at you and say good morning, you laugh. Some people are just gifted in that area. I mean, the more you look at you and say good morning or something, even everybody saying that quietly, and you just look at her. By the time you look at her, you will just laugh. They got people who are gifted like that. So, if you know somebody who is gifted, the person probably they can appear on our platform one day and share fun. Because see, what we're doing here, what we're trying to do here is that a lot of people come from work and you are tired, probably the workload, or you got some problem, or the winter, the depression and stuff, all kinds of things. So it's good to pass the evening somehow, make yourself free, be happy, and that's it. So I want to say thank you very much for being with us this evening, and probably we'll be here tomorrow again with some other discussions. Probably it may not be fun time tomorrow because this platform is still new. Like I said, we'll be looking for different contents, and it could happen that we'll find something else to do tomorrow. Probably we'll discuss on national issues. And so thanks for watching, and I'd like to close the curtain with this one. Goodbye, everyone, and we hope to come your way soon. And thanks for joining us. Have a nice evening.